Hey y'all, Natalie here with a page from Paperhouse Productions today, and I'm going to make a baseball page. So I'm going to use these enamel stickers and the All-Star Baseball collection, a couple pages from that, and then also that page is from the Southwest collection, but I thought it looked like dirt. So that's perfect for a baseball page. So I add a little bit of clear gesso right to the middle of my pattern paper. And my plan is just to add a little bit of blue to bring out the blue in his shirt. My son was on the Cubs last season, and that's his favorite color, so he would love that. And so I put my gesso on and I set it aside to dry. And now I'm going to work on how I would like the backing papers for the photos. And so my idea is that I kind of want a fanned look behind the photos. And so I'm pick the dirt paper for the inside, and then I'm going to do the stripe on either side of the dirt. And I'm just kind of seeing how it's going to look on the page. And now, it's baseball and it's dirty and it's rugged, so I'm definitely going with the ripped edges, and I'm going to rough up the non-ripped edges as well. And so I tear that paper in half and I put it on either side of the dirt paper. And that's my center background photo matting. And now I'm going to work on the mixed media, I think. Yes, and so I grab some shimmers and I grab, and that's in a blue color, and then I also grab like a navy blue color to mix. And I just put them straight on the gesso page and use my paintbrush to move them around, and really it's just going to peek out the tiniest little bit behind the photos. So I'm not going to spend too much time getting it perfect because it doesn't matter. I just want a little bit of blue messiness behind the photos and the matting. And then of course add a little splatter as well. The two go hand in hand. These photos are my son, his team won first place in his division, and so they got to lead the parade around the baseball field at our local minor league game that we went to on Cinco de Mayo, and he was loving it. He was walking around like doing raise the roof, which I don't even know where he learned that, and he was wearing his little blue aviators, and he just thought he was the coolest thing ever. It was so funny, so I just had to document this. So I think that's it. I know that doesn't look super spectacular or anything special, but again, it's just a little pop of color on the background. And I am going to pop this up with some foam so that, you get some dimension there on top of the mixed media. So I get it how I want it. And then of course my tape gun runs out. So I fix that up and I add more tape, and then I add my fun foam. And the sticky on the back of those is really great, so I always like to use that side on the mixed media side, because I know once I stick that down, it is not going anywhere. Oh, okay, so here I'm snipped a little snip on either side, and I'm going to wrap the twine, and the snip on the sides is to hold the twine in place. And so it does end up sticking to the foam on the back, but a lot of times if you didn't have the foam, then that would be enough to hold it in place where it wouldn't go anywhere on your page. So I'm just going to tie a little knot, and no bows on my baseball page, not today. And that just adds in a pop of red, because obviously the Cubs have red, and then there's red on the baseball lacings and on the photos, on the stickers as well. So just to kind of tie in the red to my photo cluster. And so now we have those both fully backed in white, and that's how I want them to be on the background. And so since he was feeling like he was the star of the show, my title is gonna be Diamond in the Dirt. So I picked out these stickers and picked only the red and blue ones, and now I decide that the dirt word, I'm going to use some alphabet stamps. So after I stick down these photos, we'll get to work on that. Also, that photo, I had to give photo cred to my bud. his coach Cameron took that photo, and he was the only one, along with the other little boy named Heath on the team, that were looking. And so I just loved it because you can see the mascot in the background, and it's him and his team, and he's looking, and there's his coach. I don't know, I just super love the photo, so I knew for sure I had to document that. Okay, so I'm gonna stamp the word dirt in blue, and then add some accents in navy blue. And then I also grabbed another stamp just to use the word in, which I could isolate from a phrase stamp that I had. So I'm only inked up the word in, and then from the same alpha stamp, there's the word V that I am stamping there. And that is the Distress Oxides ink, and so it's pretty juicy and it takes a few minutes to dry, so I did hit that with my heat gun. Now I'm adding the Paperhouse Productions enamel stickers, and so I'm layering those. That's why I moved my title, and those are super fun. I really like the shine on them, and they're a little metallic, and they're really good pieces. I like them a lot. And there I add a little spot for my journaling, and again just threw in some red, and I wrote with a red pen. And so now I'm going to balance out that side of the page. Since my title goes all the way to the right side of the page, I want to add more stickers and things on this side of the page to kind of give it a little bit of a balance. So I layer the baseball diamond and the baseball bats around the journaling spot, and then I finish out my embellishing just by adding the little stars from the enamel stickers pack, and there I have plenty more for a whole nother page. And it was super fun creating this quick little baseball page. So I'm going to drop my code down below for Paperhouse Productions, and there are the close-up photos, and you can get 20% off using my code PH19Natalie. Thanks for stopping by. Bye, y'all.